So in this video, I'm going to walk you step by step in the halftone engine so you can find success on your next print when it comes to halftoning for that soft feel. All right, so when you first get into the engine here, you're signed in, you're into this space. That means you're signed in, your work. That means you're signed in, okay? So when you're onto the right side here is the flow. This is the workflow that you will follow. You'll see I have an image already in here, and I'll show you how I was able to go from this original image right here with all of this black, which was intentionally built for this purpose of knocking out the black and half-toning it. And then we have our transfer tab. This is what that transfer will look like now with all of those colors knocked out, and have some half tones in here that is not too aggressive, but you definitely have some half tones so you can get a softer print. All right, so when you go to the mask area here, in the mask section now, this is where you will really see what that white will look like in the back of your transfer, right? It's not aggressive. You have those hoses where you really see the half tones and everything. And then there's underbase. We'll come to that. If you actually have underbase in your design, you will see that. Okay, so let's start by bringing in the new image, right? I already have a job on here. I'm going to close this out. File up top right corner and just close this out. Get to a fresh start. All right, so now this is number from 1 all the way down to number 8, but we're not going to use all of these, right? So anything that we're not going to use, we can just collapse these, right? And so on. But this mode section right here is the beginner friendly level, right? Like if you're not used to like half toning, you don't know all the different dots and stuff like that, this section right here is going to help you get your first win and find something that you can lay on every single time, right? So here's where we're going to go now. We're going to come up here to the tab number 1 that says upload and size. I'm going to bring in an image. All right, I'm going to go with this image right here. All right, so you can see this image is on the black background because that means we're printing on a black garment. Okay, so right when I bring my image in, we didn't really see it happen and pop up here, but in this mode section is where you see the system automatically like select some modes, right? It tells you based on that image that came in, oh, we'll recommend that you do it on a soft mode, right? Soft, realistic, DTF mode, but you can go through any of these. I'm going to run through each one of them so you can see the difference, but it's going to vary on that image that you bring in. So bring in the image and let the AI automatically find a selection of which you have the full power to change it based on your liking, because sometimes it will recommend this soft, but I find my favorite one is the athletic performance settings here. So I'm going to come back up. When you bring your image in, you have the opportunity to resize it right here if you wanted to, inches, centimeters, and meters. You can do that. All of your image is going to come in at 300 DPI. And once you change that, you just hit the apply and you're good. So I'm going to collapse this section because we already used it. I'm going to come to the next section here, which is shirt. In this section now, you have the shirt color, right? I can select my shirt color. If I turn this on, this is what my shirt will look like with the design printed. We haven't done anything to it yet, clearly, but this is what it will be when you knock it out. All right, so then you have shirt knockout, color knockout here. So then the next thing here is this color knockout. This is where you would take some of the colors out of the design. If I check this on, I can just go with the black by picking my color in here, or if I click this eyedropper tool, I can hover over the design to say I want to select this black, because the blacks might not be 100%. You might want to select it and just to choose the color that you want to knock out of your design. We're not going to mess with tolerance, but it basically just is telling you how much tolerance of that black that you're going to remove. I like the default 20. I found good results with that. All right, so we're done with our shirt section here. Now into mode. Again, I just told you, I'm going to zoom in. At the bottom here, we have some zoom function. Right here, it says fit to view. If I click that, now I got a bigger view, right? If I actually click in the canvas, I can move this around, all right? I can also come down at the bottom here, click this button, and slide to zoom, all right? But for now, I'm just going to fit to view, and I can actually scroll with my mouse if you got one of those to zoom in and out. All right, so let's go over now to our mode section again. Realistically, first time the image, so the system has recommended for us to go with the soft, so I'm going to go with that one for this first shot, and I'm still going to go through each one of these so you can see what can happen. Okay, so once I select that right here right now, I can go ahead and click the start engine, and I'm going to do that. So when I click the start engine, the design looks like it disappears, but it's actually in the background. It disappears for a bit and then it comes back, and when it comes back now, you can see the background is gone, right? So let's come up to the top right corner here. You see it says original. This is what our original image was. Now transfer is what the transfer sheet would look like. All right, this is what the transfer sheet will look like. And with this design here, the half realistic DTF, this is what it looks like. It did knock out it knocked out all of the blacks and everything. It didn't put too much of halftone into this design. Okay, no halftone dots. It's good. I like to have a little bit of halftone dots. There's some in here if I zoom in really, really tight, right? So if I talk about halftone dots, I'm gonna jump over to the advanced section real quick. Just follow me. Right here it says advanced. When I go into the advanced section, right here it says halftone. Halftone is automatically checked because we click the preset, right? But when I come into dots here, you see there's a list from 15 all the way down to like 85. The halftone dots now is set. The lower the number, the bolder your halftone is. For example, if I click on 15 here, in real time, it's going to switch in a few seconds. You'll start to see, like now it's more aggressive with the holes, with the dots, right? So the lower the number, the bolder, more aggressive that dot is going to be. You can see all of these that didn't have dots before. Now we have dots. If I come over to the mask tab on the top left corner, you can see it even here, right? So the other thing you can do, realistically for DTF, you want to be around like that 25 to 35 mark right here. So even if I jump over, let's say I go to 35, this is going to get a lot smaller, right? Because we are going bigger in numbers now. All right, takes a few seconds. Now it's much finer than it was before being bold, right? So it's just a matter of what it is that you're looking for. It's super easy. The best thing here is just to go through these dots and see what your printer is really going to hold, right? But I would recommend stay between that 25 to 30 mark here. Even sometimes when the preset selects it, you can go in there and change it out. All right, so now for angle, right, while we're here, I would like to keep it at 22.5, right? 22.5 is standard when it comes to DTF over here. For shapes, you have different shapes. We have round, ellipse, square, and line. If I go to line right now, right, I'm going to get a little bit more. Let's get aggressive here. You can see there's lines in here, but if I get a little aggressive here, go back to 15, you'll see the lines are going to show up, and it's going to be a little bit more. Now we have lines, right? But standard, you want to go to that round. Okay, we'll go back to round. And now over here in the density section here, all it is done in the background when we choose this preset. This is all done with these presets. All right, so while we're here, let's jump over to the next preset here just to see what this design will look like. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to zoom back out. All right, so now let's go to what you hear in the background is that 3D printer over there printing something. But I'm going to come over here to heavy knockout soft feel, and it's going to change the look of this. Boom. Okay, heavy knockout. It knocked out a big chunk more of the black here and add a little bit more finer dots here, right? So whatever preset you choose, when you scroll down into the dot section, you'll see exactly what it's going with. This one is going with 28, and then angle is at 25. Right, so let's go up and turn our shirt color on. Come back to shirt. If I go back and turn my shirt preview on, this is what my shirt will look like when it's printed with this design. Everything here that's black is actually going to be the shirt. Much softer feel for your transfers. Right, this is super easy. Now let's go down to vintage halftone. Now you can see the vintage halftone give you a different look. All right. One thing, there's a section down here. Before I jump to that, I want you to remember, see like these lines right here. It's like white, yellow. It's like yellow stroke peeking out of here. This is why we have the cleanup section down here, but I'll come back to that. So just remember this yellow right here. I'll show you how we'll clean that out. For you, it might be white picking out, depending on your design. But whenever there's like something picking out, I always like to clean that up a bit. Let's go down to, the high contrast graphic doesn't really go well. This is mainly for like posters and stuff like that. This is where this goes into, but it actually came out good on this design, depending on the design, right? This is why I have these easy modes in here to just click on those and find the best results. So let me turn my shirt color off so we can really see just the transfer. You can see you have it. There's not much half toning happening here. If we come down, we're at 45, right? So it's a big boulder and it's a much solid print here. So I really don't go with that one, right? But again, it depends on your design. Now, my favorite one happens to be athletic performance. Okay, so for athletic performance, this is what we get with our halftone. Again, this is really design dependent, right? Depending on your design, you'll get a different look with here. But this here, it's not too aggressive. You got the right amount of halftones on here. All right, so these yellow strokes right here, we're gonna get rid of this by going down to our cleanup section, right? You can see for the pros, you can mess with the levels here, but I wouldn't recommend messing with this with the. So we have the level section right here. For my pros, you want to mess with levels, you can, right? But I don't mess with it too much because I already built in the easy modes in here just to get things happening faster for me. All right, so we're going down to cleanup, right? So I'm going to check on cleanup here, and any dots that's around that don't belong is going to clean it up about 2 pixels. All right, the other part right here now, so edge defrange right here, you can select the color. If I click on eyedropper, I can select the color to defrange. It's kind of hard to really get it here, right? Or you can just auto detect right here, auto detect, and it's going to auto detect the edge that it sees that is peeking out, and it's actually going to get rid of that for us. All right, now just like that with the auto detect now in the defrange section all the way at the bottom, you can see all of that yellow that was here is now gone. Right, so if you got anything picking out of your design, just go ahead and defrange, get rid of all those assets there, right? So now our design, based on how you feel, right, or what really looks good to you, this will be my transfer for this performance here. It's either that one or I go with the vintage knockout feel. Again, just go through these, print them out, and see which one is better is going to better serve your particular design in that case. And this one could be it, right? But we went from original. This was our original. And then we went to our transfer. This is the mask. And so on, right? So now when you're done here, you'll see there's a button right here that says just download color PNG. If I click to download color PNG, my design is actually going to download the transfer. Now here goes my transfer without the black, with the halftone. I can go ahead and send this to my DTF printer, and it's going to print this for me. And I'm going to press this on a black shirt and get a nice soft feel. All right, so we're back in here. So I know you're probably wondering, why is this underbase here? There might be cases where you feel like some designs you want to add a little bit more underbase white to it. You just need about 1 choke of white, right? So if you need it, you just go ahead and add that on. And now when I go ahead to under this section here, you have the underbase white that is there now, right? It depends if you need it. Even this could be sent out and download. You can download just the underbase white, and that right there could be your transfer. Maybe you want your transfer in just white. That's a transfer sheet right there, ready to go. All right, so this is going to be just the first video. There's many videos that's coming. There's many more updates happening with this tool, and I just want you to just try it out. Right, you have it for a lifetime. Just wait for, there's always going to be updates happening with this thing. So just continue to make things happen, and I pray that it makes you some money and you make your money back in the investment, because no matter what people say, softer DTF is always better. That's where you have different options of like how aggressive the dots can be. The dots does take some getting used to, but you are the business owner that needs to sell that softer advantage to your customer. And this is where the halftone engine come in at, right? So we'll talk about the gang sheet builder. I'm still building this section out, right? But over in the next few updates, we'll be able to build gang sheets in here and just get ready for printers. All right, so let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is going to help you to get your next win with the halftone engine.